Beginner Guitar Lessons. If you're looking to learn how to play the guitar fast, and if you've been having trouble learning how to play, then you've come to the right place. Each week I try to put up new videos showing different ways, different tips on how to play the guitar the right way. And if you would, just subscribe while you're here. Subscribe to the channel. You'll be notified, and then hit the little bell. You'll be notified each time I put up a new video. Like I said, at least once a week. Today, I'm going to talk about something that every beginner guitar player, when first starting out on the guitar, has trouble with. And that's learning to make open chords sound clear. It's a struggle right off the bat because your fingers are not used to going to certain strings, certain frets, and you'll develop muscle memory. The more you do it, the more your muscle memory will develop over time. But I'm going to talk about 10 tips that's going to help you be able to play open chords perfectly, and it won't take long. Follow these tips and you'll be playing open chords in a matter of minutes. Once you go through all 10 tips and practice those tips, it will help you a great deal learning how to play chords and stop struggling learning how to play chords. The very first tip I want to give is to learn how to tune. Every time you sit down and practice, be sure make sure your guitar is in tune. I recommend getting an electronic tuner, kind of like the one I have here that I use for my guitar. This is a little SNK Snart 1 guitar tuner. They have all kind of guitar tuners on the market, but get you a little electronic tuner. They're really easy to use, and it's really important you're playing on a guitar that's in tune. Now, if you have a new guitar or have had one laying around, you picked it up and you want to learn how to play, the first tip I want to give you is be sure and have it set up. And what I mean by that, the string height from the string to the fretboard. Many guitars, the string height is way up here. Way up here. And when you go to press, it's hard to press. So you're not able to make the chord sound clear. So get a professional setup from a qualified repairman, possibly at your local music store. Go in, ask for setup. I'm not sure exactly what it would run. It used to run around $50, $60, and it's an investment well worth getting done, because once you have the setup, you're going to find your guitar plays so much easier. If you're not able to afford the setup right off the bat, I would recommend putting a set of new strings on your guitar. Use Martin Silk and Steel. The Martin Silk and Steel have a silk inner core running through the center, and then it's wrapped on the outside with steel, so it makes it a softer, pliable string, and that will help a whole lot and reduce the amount of pressure required to press the string down the fretboard. So that's Martin's Silk and Steel strings. I'd recommend getting a light gauge of the Martin Silk and Steel. That would be a real big help in being able to press your strings down, play your chords clean. So again, a setup, it would be the first recommendation, to lower your strings, and be sure to go to a qualified repairman. Don't just go to anyone. It has to be someone who really knows what they're doing. Okay? Second tip is a lot of beginners, they'll let their guitar try to get down in this position here. They're trying to watch their hand, which is normal. That's normally what you would do. Keep the guitar up higher, and keep the neck supported higher. Up here, not down here. Up here. Okay, so keep your neck up higher, keep your guitar more or less not straight up down, but at a slight angle. Let it rest on your leg here, just like I've got mine. If you play electric guitar, get your strap and adjust it up to where it's closer, higher up on you, where you can get to your chords easier. So, the third tip, one of the most important tips, is when you go to play your chords, of course we have the frets, the metal bars, 1, 2, 3, and so on. And when you're playing chords, you'll have fingers pressing on certain strings next to certain frets. So what you want to do when you go to play your individual strings, you want to use the very tip of your finger, not the inner portion of your finger, the soft tissue, but right on the end of your finger, and just use the very end, not like I said, not the soft part on the inside. And when you do that, you better press straight down, string to the fretboard, and it will make your chords sound clear. So that's very important. Use the tip of your fingers when playing chords. Okay. Another thing, keep your elbow in. When you're playing chords, a lot of people want to put the elbow out, kind of reach it out. And when you do that, what it does, if you watch my fingers, you see how my fingers want to tilt back. And that causes you to touch strings next to each other. So bring your elbow, keep it next to your body, just let it hang there. And it's going to allow your fingers to come up and over and straight down each and every string. Therefore, you'd be back to playing the strings on the fingertips. Play it on the fingertips, but let your elbow stay in closer to your body, not way out here. Because when you do that, you'll see that hand start moving, these fingers start laying down. Okay. Another thing. Alright, fingertips to the string, straight to the fretboard. Now, when you're playing, let's say we're going to play the 6th string, which is a big string here on top, and we're going to play the 6th string on the 3rd fret. 1, 2, 3. So when I say play on 3rd fret, it means right behind it. Right behind it. 1, 2, 3. And you'll press again on the fingertips straight down the fretboard. What you don't want to do is get on top of that fret with your finger. You do not want to get on top of it. You want to get right next to it. That will give you the best chance of making it sound clear. The further away you get within this space here, it's going to require more pressure, and chances are it's going to start buzzing, making noise. So when you're playing each string within a chord, play right next to the fret and play on your fingertips. Fingertips right next to the fret. Okay. Another tip. Muting the strings. Every beginner struggles with this. Where they go and they start, say we're playing the C chord. 2nd string, 4th string, and 5th string. Okay, 2nd, 4th, and 5th string. 1st, 2nd, 3rd fret. Again, keep in mind, if you use the fingertips, keep the elbow in. Let your finger. That will allow your fingers to come around and up and over, more or less, up and down. That will allow your fingertips to each string press straight down and not touch the string next to it. That way you won't mute the string next to it. So again, come all the way around, fingertip straight down the fretboard, and if you have dead strings, look to see which ones you're having trouble with. You want them clear like that. Okay, if you're having noise, dead note, see which string you're on, and try to bring your finger all the way around and have it straight up down on the tip. Okay. When you play your chords, learn each chord well before you move to another chord. Start with, say, 2 chords. Keep it simple. But what you want to do is get used to your chords. Say we're playing, again, the C chord. You want to play the C and take your fingers off. Put it back on, take your fingers off. And you want to do that. You're trying to reach each chord with all the fingers at one time. The normal tendency is when you're playing your chords and you're moving from one chord to the other, is to move one finger at a time. And that will affect the timing when you try to play from one chord to another, and it will also affect the speed at which you change. So what you want to do, learn your chords well before you try to start playing one chord to the other. So just want to play C, you'll be able to reach to it. So you play the C, take your hand off. And just continue to do this. And then you can start strumming it and see how it sounded. And then go say a G. Take the C and G, start with. G chord. Fingers on, off. See, I just reach right to the chord. Off. On, off. And continue to do that back and forth until you learn the chords well. Then when you can start checking them, see how they're sounding. Okay? Sounding good. If they're not, make sure you're touching just each string individually and your finger's not touching the one next to it. And they're up and down and you're on your fingertips again. On your fingertips. Okay? Okay. Again, putting the whole chord on at once. Super important. Just practice. On, off. On, off. Okay. Practice time. How much should you practice? I get asked this question every day from students. How much practice do you have to put in to be able to manage to be able to play in a good amount of time without having to practice learn months and months and months to be able to play just a few chords? 10 to 15 minutes, 5 or 6 days a week minimum. If you can put in more, fantastic. You'll learn faster. But minimum 10 to 15 minutes a day. Just allow yourself to take that 10 or 15 minutes and sit down and just go over the chords, learning the chords. I recommend 4 chords. If you can learn 4 chords, you can play thousands of songs with those 4 chords. And the best way to learn guitar is to take those 4 chords and play songs. Playing songs allows you to really enjoy the guitar instead of having to practice hours trying to do this or do that, bar chords, scales, modes, whatever. 4 chords, G, E minor, C, and D. And if you'll just search here on my YouTube channel, put 4 chords, you'll see several videos showing you the 4 chords, how to play them, even have a chord chart for them. So do that search, 4 chords, G, E minor, C, and D. And if you learn those 4 chords, you will be able to play thousands of songs. Keep it real simple. Focus on those 4, learn you some songs with 2, 3, and those 4 chords. So that's the answer. Keep it simple. 4 chords, play thousands of songs. Okay. Again, talking about going back to practice. Be consistent with your practice. Don't sit and practice for an hour and a half, 2 hours one day, then not practice again for the next 5, 6, 7 days. Every day, 5 or 6 days a week, going and keeping it consistent will allow you to build that muscle memory. Your brain and your fingers will learn where they need to go. Just like I said, on and off, on and off. Okay? Build that muscle memory. And the only way you're going to do that is consistency. Not an hour, 2 hours at a time. You're going to get, it's too long. 10 to 15 minutes minimum, 5 or 6 days a week. Keep it constant, and you'll be playing in a matter of weeks. Matter of fact, you can play your first song in a matter of a day or 2. And again, I've got other videos here on my YouTube channel that will show you how you can do that. For the 4 chords, G, minor, C, and D. Okay. I think I've gone over everything that I wanted to talk about today. The one thing I want to stress, guitar is not hard if you have someone that knows how to teach you in a way that's easy and that will get you playing quick without having to learn hundreds of chords. G, minor, C, and D, 4 chords, you'll be able to play thousands of songs. that's where you want to focus. You won't have to spend, like I say, months and months of learning chords and scales, modes, all that sort of thing. Stay focused and don't jump around all over the internet. See something here, over here, over here. Stay focused. Keep going back. If you stay here, come here on my YouTube channel. I've got the lessons here that if you follow them, you'll learn how to play. And you'll learn how to play really quick using the 4 chords. That's all there is. Of course, there's a lot more to learn. But you'll be able to play your guitar 4 chords and play thousands of songs in no time at all. And by doing it, you'll get encouraged, you'll get excited, and you'll want to sit down and play. And it'll make you want to play more and more often. Also, if you haven't been to my website, bestbeginnerguitarlessons.com, I have 38 step-by-step video tutorials there. It's bestbeginnerguitarlessons.com. I'll have a link down below in the description. Just click that link. It's going to bring you to my website. Enter your email. You click the red button. It says 38 free lessons. Click here. Click there, enter your email, and hit the button, and you'll be brought to all 38 lessons. These are the same lessons I've used for over 40 years to teach all of my students, my one-on-one students, how to play the guitar. They're proven, they work. I've taught thousands and thousands of students how to play using these same exact lessons. They're my gift to you. These lessons, if you came here to take them one-on-one with me, would cost well over $1,000. They're yours free, completely free. I will not ask for any money, no trial, no credit card, they're free. Only an email is required. So hit the link below, bestbeginnerguitarlessons.com. While you're here, be sure and subscribe to my channel. I put up at least 1 video a week, sometimes 2, and you'll be notified that way when the new video's up. I hope you've enjoyed this. Be sure to leave your comments below. If you enjoyed this video guitar lesson tutorial, leave your comments. If there's something you want me to cover that you're having trouble with in the beginning, leave your comments below. I'll be glad to answer them. I answer them all personally myself, and I certainly will get back to you and answer any questions you may have. So leave your comments below, and I'm always glad to hear from you. So until next time, let's go play some guitar.